What's going on, guys? David here again with another review, this time of Golden Tee. If you're new to the channel, I like to sit on here and talk about things that I like, maybe some reviews, maybe some hopefully positive advice or anything that I can learn through the ways. A lot of guy stuff, retro gaming, fantasy football, guns, whatever. Just going to talk about it, review it. If you're a guy and you just have a lot of interest and want to follow somebody who just talks about whatever, hey, join my channel. This is going to be part 2 of my Arcade 1-Up thing. I talked a lot about Mortal Kombat, and Arcade 1-Up is the company more on the first video of Mortal Kombat, so make sure you check that out. So I'm not really going to get into Arcade 1-Up on this one, but this was one of their next machines that came out, and this was more and more their upgraded machines from the Mortal Kombat. This machine actually came with the lit marquee, the matching riser. Here, let's show you the matching riser. Yeah. And then this one has 4 games on it compared to Mortal Kombat that had 3. Of course, it's got the roller ball and everything on it. So the lit marquee, I don't know how good it's going to come in on this camera. You see the side of the machine. Very fun game to play. I really enjoy it. Now, compared to the Mortal Kombat one that I was telling you about, this game I can get better at. I don't know if it's just easier. I don't know what's the difference. The replayability on this one, in my opinion, is a whole lot better. Now, I bought this one secondhand, and basically, I bought this one for like, I think $125 if I'm not mistaken. And when I got it in, everything worked just fine except for the roller ball. The roller ball didn't work really well. And I had friends over, and they'd get through about a hole or two, and this thing would start acting up. You'd almost have to hit it or something to get it to work. So that didn't stink. It's not Arcade 1-Up's fault. It's probably just in distribution, or however, I got secondhand, somebody probably broke it. But if you go on Arcade 1-Up now, you can order these control panels from them. Now, I ordered it in April. As most of you know, about that time is when we had issues with our fun thing going on right now. And I ordered, I believe, April 1st, and it took about 2 months to get it. I just sent them an email and stuff and say, hey, and Arcade 1-Up right now is notorious for customer service issues or whatever, but they will get you the product. And they got it to me after I sent that email in. I had it like 3 days later, threw it in here, rehooked everything back up. It's worked flawlessly since. I absolutely love this game a lot more. It is probably one of the more popular games when friends come over and stuff, because I believe from everything I've researched and stuff, this was a big time bar game and stuff growing up. And I guess they're still in there, and of course they have the newer versions of Golden Tee. Same thing with Big Buck Hunter, which Arcade 1 is coming out with later this year. They kind of go together. Apparently a lot of bars kept these, and one of my buddies that came over actually said his dad, who obviously is a lot older than him, loved this game, loved sitting at it, put quarters in it, drank his beer, and just play this all the time. And once I got it working correctly, I could definitely see why. Love playing this game. You can get going, and like I said, as you can tell, everything works just good now. You can hit that in there, the volume. Volume's not bad for this one. A little loud, but I mean, when you're in a bigger room or something, you want to hear it. This is another one. The only issue I've seen really with this machine, or had out of this machine, is that kind of like Mortal Kombat, after a while the sound will go out. But randomly, it'll come back on. So if my daughter's been up here playing and I had the volume off, and she decided to turn the volume on and try to play a little bit, then got bored with it and left, and I come up here to watch TV or something, I don't know, all of a sudden it'll pop on making that sound, and all of a sudden, oh, well, that's why. I'm like, why is it doing that? It'll scare the crap out of me. We'll basically say that. But other than that, that's the only real problem I have with any of these machines has been the volume. Or, excuse me, not the volume, the cutting out in display mode or whatever mode it's called, where it just does its own thing. It's the only thing I don't really like about them, because I'd love to just turn them all on and listen to them and have them playing, probably about medium volume. You know, I'm drinking beer or something, having some fun with my friends, and not really, we have like today I've got a baseball game on, but I'm not really watching it or whatever. It's just on for ambiance, I guess you'd say, and that's kind of what these machines are great for. But they're up here playing and stuff. You know, I want that volume up and kind of get that arcade feeling going, and most machines just don't stay on like that. The sound doesn't. And Ninja Turtles is fine. My Street Fighter's fine. NBA Jam's fine. just for whatever reason, this one, Mortal Kombat and Pac-Man, the sound will turn right off. The minute Pac-Man goes off the game, it's like not playing the music anymore. Don't know why. Don't know if it's just a machine problem, Arcade1Up issue, if it's something they tried with some machines. Don't know. Tried to ask. Couldn't find anything out. So that was kind of disappointing, but not a deal breaker. This machine new, I believe, is $400. I've seen it on Walmart for like $369. I'm sure they're coming down in price more, especially these more first and second gen cabs. Like I said, Mortal Kombat's first gen. I believe this is a second gen cab. That's kind of the price point. Most price points now are somewhere in the $400 to $500 range. I believe when they come out with Big Buck Hunter and the pinballs, you're going to look more at $600. But for the size and everything, it's perfect. I love it. I will never mess with this machine. To improve it, I might put some graphics eventually on it when I feel like spending money. But for right now, it does everything I need it to do. This machine I absolutely love. I would absolutely buy again. It works great. It's got a cult following after it. And kind of like I discussed with the Mortal Kombat one, you could put a PC in here or something so you could run the higher levels of Golden Tee. Because I didn't grow up with this. I didn't know much about this one. I bought it because it looked cool. I'm into sports. Apparently a lot of people like playing this golf game. I'm not a golfer. Don't watch golf or anything. But still a lot of people play it. I play it. I love it. It took me a couple tries to get good at it. I finally broke even on one of the games about a week ago or so. This machine, I guess I've had about 6 months as well. I love it. This one I would buy brand new for the $400, no problem. Love this game. Look into it. Look into new ones they're coming out with. Like I said, their new sports games, NBA Jam. We'll review it later. But that's it for Golden Tee. If y'all have any questions or anything that you want answered, like I said, I'm just some dude on here talking about this stuff. I'm not a big person on all the buttons and what they do and HAP and SANWA and all that. It works for me. I'm very simple about this stuff. I like a lot of things. I'm not just super passionate about one thing. I like it all. So it's nice just to have it here. Sometimes I just sit in the chair with the TV on, all these on, and I don't even play them. I just have them on. And but I'll get bored here and there, especially in the winter when my business kind of slows down, and I'll play them more and enjoy them, or friends are over, especially football season coming. I know we'll have more people over and be playing games. So, hey, if you haven't looked into Arcade1Up, you need to check them out. There's other companies coming out with these things, but Arcade1Up's the only one I have experience with, the only one I've used, probably the only one I'll stick with for now. I'm running out of room up here, so we'll have to see how that works out in the future. But yeah, check out Arcade1Up. Check out their Golden Tee. Their new NBA Jam came out recently and stuff. There's more coming out as we talk this year. So check them out. Look them up. I'm not sponsored by these guys by any means. So don't take my word for it. There's plenty of other YouTubers on here that have way more in-depth information about this stuff that you can find. You just happen across the guy that's just like, hey, it's cool. I like it. So that's it for today. Stay tuned for the next one. Probably do Street Fighter, Pac-Man, something next. Who knows? I'll do one of those. I got 4 more left to do, so there's 4 more in the series. So stay tuned. Check them out. Like, subscribe, whatever. If you don't want to, understandable. New at this. I suck. Whatever. Y'all have a good one. Roll Tide.